Oh, wait, we live right now? Oh,
Not right now.
Yeah, but
right now.
all right, sweet. Yeah, but before we get started, I just want to give a big shout out to Record ATX for having us on here and able to do this podcast.
Yeah, no, dope ass studio.
Yeah, and thank you to anybody who's watching and listening. You know, it's real dope, real good experience. Yeah, so
and we like to thank our the real hero today, Raid Shadow Legends.
So it's going pretty good. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Ready? You ready for me?
Yeah.
You invited me. Whatever you are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nah, but so go ahead and let us know what.
Yeah, so we're on
this.
Yeah, so
tell me about.
We're talking about my clothing brand VibeInn. And I'm gonna give you a good picture about who I am and bigger picture of VibeInn and what it really means to have a clothing brand and dig deeper meaning for myself and what I got to share to anyone who's ever curious about what I got going on. So
deep meaning?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he already has it.
But yeah, VibeInn, you know, really good reflection of yourself and how you really carry your lifestyle and how to show yourself out there to anyone who really wants you to stand out and be your best version of yourself. And so what that means is that like I went to like good reflection of yourself really means like I went to the clothing store yesterday or the other day or whatever, and I'm looking around just shopping clothing, and I came across this t-shirt. And I was like, I flew in the material and whatnot, and
trying to become one with the fabric.
Yeah, exactly right. And I look at the price tag. It was $80. You know, I'm like, and it really got to me. Like how would this T-shirt make me feel if I were to buy this? You know, $80 is a lot.
Drained.
Yeah, and then like if you really think about it, $80 was like a good that's like 23 Caniac combos at Raise the Canes.
You're missing the opportunity cost is there. I see.
And I'd rather take the chicken tenders over the t-shirt any day, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like that's how I really want to, you know, take it out and like how I really want to see it as and stuff. So like I got some clothing pieces that, you know, it's like this. It's just how I got some blanks and just really go with the style.
Give everybody a 360. Come on.
Yeah, you want me to?
Come on, 360. Don't be scared. Oh, look at that shit. Yeah. I like that shit.
Pretty good.
Feeling it. You're feeling the vibe, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. But but yeah, and so, you know, like, and then I have more, of course, other tees that are more like AHS, like early 2000s. Yeah, that, you know, with like the jerseys and like the ripped pants and the camo and the regular style going on.
So like classic streetwear.
Yeah, exactly. And so I feel like it's a really good idea to put it out there for people who actually love that style. And it's really made an impact on me because it's a certain feeling of nostalgia for me. You know, it's something I kind of grew up with, knowing and realizing that this is an actual brand, like an actual style that people really make you want to stand out to. And so
you want to feel those happy times.
Yeah. And so and then like other course, you know, I got other tees that are just graphic tees and basically like can't go match with any other thing like that. What you got going on? Like, you know, is this whole style? That's a fit. You know, why don't you give a 360 for us? Yeah.
I was wondering when you
that is clean. See what I'm saying? Like it's just regular day by day style that is just really good. But like, but you know, the name VibeInn, you know, really came natural to me. It just is. People most look at it. People will think it's just like a regular hotel name. But during that time I was making the name, I was thinking like 5 to 10 years ahead. You know, so like name, you know, with the name VibeInn, you know, it was like I knew one day coming up that I'll have my own building, and best believe I'm gonna make that building like a nice hangout spot to chill to and just shop clothes. So that's what kind of really is like, that fell in line with perfectly with the name. So and I just want people to have a good time when I do one day have my own building, you know. And you know, like shop clothes, you know, hang out with your friends, and everything just fall in line really easily. And you know, with the logo, that was basically off personality. Like my whole brand is based off yourself and the best version of yourself, and you're basically, you know, like you know, putting yourself out there. That's basically what it's about, you know, making yourself stand out. But with the logo, it really came natural to me too. Like I get my, like if anybody wanted to start something of their own, or just, you know, start, like don't know how to start or where to start. Most people don't ever tell you, but I'm happy to share that and tell you how to start and how to get it going with whoever wants to start something. But for me, like when creating a logo, I get my inspiration from the 1980s, with the color effects and how the style
Yeah, I know,
is.
like a Miami vibe type of vibe.
Yeah, and so it's really easy for me. And then I found like I love the beach and palm trees, and I also love pink and orange sunsets, and so that came really about easily.
Some would also say twin bitches too.
but I feel like with my clothing brand, it's based like everything that I kind of went through, or anything that people will see on my clothing store. Every clothing piece kind of has a more deeper meaning to it, like I said before. But it's also about experience and how you were to carry yourself. And it's kind of like what I mean by that is like I had this one graphic tee that I created, and it's not really like a funny story, but more like a kind of inspiring one.
I
want
to hear the funny story.
Yeah. But it was like it was the first time I went to the strip club.
Right now?
Nah,
in the studio.
But like it was the first time. It was the first time I went to the strip club, actually, and it was one of my boys, was getting a lap dance, and me and my other boy were waiting for him to get done with the lap dance and stuff like that.
Oh, just in the corner.
Yeah, we were just in the lounge area chilling, and we were just in the lounge area chilling. The stripper comes by, and she's like, "What you guys got going on? What you guys up to?" And I was just waiting for one of my boys to get done with the lap dance, and but she was having a one-on-one conversation with me, and I told her like how everything goes down with like being a stripper and whatnot, and she was telling me that.
Oh, you were telling her how?
Well, yeah.
You're telling her how it goes down.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, because I was actually kind of curious, like how her life is basically with how things going on.
Yeah, you're trying to be different. I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, and she was telling me, like she's just doing this, to pay for her school and shit like that. And so, yeah, and I told her what I got going on, like, me starting my own business and clothing brand, and she actually told me that she was proud of me, and that actually meant a lot to hear that. It really touched my heart.
And
but
that's when she led you to the ATM.
Almost. I was like, no, I'm like I'm money right now.
What are you doing?
but we went back to sit down, and I told her like, "Hey, want to hang out? It's like chill, like talk more if you want to. It's totally up to you." And then, we were just talking, and I told her like how much she makes and stuff like that, how much she makes a week, and so basically what I'm coming with, like after like a little while, I thought about that moment in my head, and I created a double T layer T-shirt. So like a long.
I'll just right there on the spot.
Yeah, like right after, probably like a day after, I created a base off that experience, and basically it's a graphic tee, and the creativity flow that I had in mind is that it's her legs. It's no body. It's just her legs up in the air. Ooh. And then had the words rich going down her leg, and it's like R.I.C.H going down her legs.
Yeah, rich. Yeah.
And so what that really means is that the rich word really means meaning. She's making money, but she's also creating happiness. You know what I'm saying? For other guys, like she's satisfying other guys. So like realize, so the word rich kind of means realizing I create happiness, and that's what's going down her leg, and so that's really the idea. Creativity flow I really in mind. So she's making money, and she's also satisfying guys, basically, with skin lap dances.
Well, hold up. While we're on the topic, of creativity, do you think that it's something you're born with, or could be cultivated through nurturing efforts and or sheer grit and determination?
Yeah, so I think creativity is something I never really thought I had, but I really most thank my mom and dad for it. I think they're the most creative people that like they really gave me a gift that I didn't even know about it. And then like right after everything I created this, everything just fell in line, snowball effect. And so coming with creativity, like when you just put yourself, like when you just have nothing to lose at all, or you just put yourself in a room. All I had was my iPad and an Apple Pencil, and during the time where I was going through like a hard time, all I had to think about was other perspectives that I could put myself in. And so like during that time, I just created over 100+ mock-ups, and like I never thought I could get that far.
You literally locked in.
Yeah, I really did, and then that's something I never thought that I can really. I never really thought I never had. Like it's like even with this, like I didn't know anything about business until I really got into it or really put my mind to it. And most people will probably be like, most people I feel like don't know how to start really starting a business and stuff like that. And I didn't even know where to start. Like back in 2022, like I believe, going through life with experience brings out the best version of yourself.
Oh yeah.
And so, like
100%.
back in 2022, I was just doing DoorDash for a living. I was making just 500 a week, and it's still a good kind of pay, 500 a week and stuff like that. But when I was going through these, phases in my life where I wanted to start something on my own, I didn't know how or where to start, and I was just broke. I mean, not broke, but yeah, I was just, I want to do. I know I could do something more with whatever, like, or whatever passion I got.
Yeah.
And so, but so the one thing I really did is that I was doing DoorDash orders or whatever, and I will always take the orders that are in the mansion areas, like the nice luxury areas. And so what will happen is that I would go to these places that are mansions, and I get some good tips and stuff like that. But those seeing all those aspects of the things that I wanted made more creativity flow for myself. And so
yeah, you saw the future in front of you.
Exactly. Yeah. And so like that's another thing. I really created another, like, right when I first started creating clothing, that was the first thing I really thought about, is that I saw a picture of somebody and I made a clothing outfit out of it, and to make you feel that certain type of way of what I just saw or how I felt or how it makes me feel. And so, like, I have so many experiences that really show me a lot, and I only saw so little, and I have so much more to see, and I can create so much more. And that's not even most of it. Like, I have so much marketing ideas of how I want to show VibeInn, and I have so much ideas that I can't wait to share and get into. Something that I look up online and it hasn't been created yet, and I know that I'll be the first one to do it. And like, even with the name, I was the first one to have the name, or like even have the logo like that. I'm like the first one to do all that.
They could have never thought palm trees. No.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not in.
Yeah. But like, when I was creating the logo, I was like, I created so different many ones, and that's something I never thought I could ever do. Like, I suck at drawing. Yeah, and I know I took art class my senior year, and I need to pay attention. I need to do anything.
You were there, but you weren't there.
Yeah, I didn't do anything in that class, but all I did was just copy paste, trace. But like,
paste.
when I
drew?
but when it really came needed to be creative, it really came natural to me to start something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
what do you feel triggers your creativity? Like, just brings out that that certain beating passion.
Yes, like
you can only feel for a certain amount of things.
Yeah, because I always like to go on certain like websites or certain topics, and I look up the style that I want, and it's not there that I want. So then that lets me know that I can do it. That lets me know I can create it. But like, oftentimes I love the color mismatch, like this color mismatching. I have clothing that are just blank, but also material and color mismatching. That's perfect enough for me.
Yeah.
And like, getting the colors down,
it's not really a mismatch. It's just different textures, but the color scheme is still on point.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's something I have, whatever. But
you're literally cream right now.
Yeah. One of my favorite
coffee mate.
Yeah,
that's what you are.
Yeah. I feel like a goddamn latte or whatever the hell that shit is called.
The brown stuff drink that makes you a cracker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I get
Yeah. So and based off that perspective, when I'm creating, I want to make sure that people feel that way. Like, I always tell people, my close friends, love yourself, be yourself, but never ever listen to me. So shout out to the homies for that as well, because they never listen to me. But yeah, and that's just like creativity flow is just off the max, and yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm trying to take some more of ideas that I kind of got going on. But
we can put the pause on the ideas for the second. That's the fun stuff. But what we really want to know is the nitty gritty. What is ever since you started, this whole operation, what do you think has been the hardest part so far? Because, businesses are scary. Most of them fail within their first year. I've had a couple run-ins with them. I understand it, but I want to know what you can tell them.
Yeah, so like starting a business, I mean, like what I said before, like most people they don't know how or where to start, and that's where I was at one point. Like I didn't know how to get into it until like when there was one night where like I was until I really wanted to know how to get into it. Like before all that, I didn't really know what my purpose was, of doing something. But like what people don't tell you is that they'll record, their lifestyle, they'll record how they get it done, but they don't tell you ever the like behind the scenes style of how they get it done.
Yeah, like your security or your EIN.
Yeah. And so like when I wanted to do my clothing brand, that's the first time I ever felt I had a purpose. And so I've always watched these people who are my age, they record themselves, their lifestyle, they record how they do everything, they'll record, how they get things done. But the one thing that went over my head so much is that each video that I kept watching over and over again, they'll drop books. There was just like a quick glimpse of books they would drop, and those were books that I read, and then they went over my head so many times.
You're like,
and what you doing here? Yeah, exactly. And I was like, that's where I needed to go. Like there are millionaires and billionaires out there that have wrote books that give you a blueprint of how to start things that can get you set for life. And that's when I started reading books again. It's all in there, like to really get things going. But
yeah,
I
wish I could read. The economy, though.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like knowing like the books and stuff was like that's something that went over my head so many times and stuff. But like that's probably the first thing to overcome that people don't tell you about. But the second thing I really say is patience. Like knowing that you have started something and you really know the whole step and layout of how you want to get things done and going. It really tested my patience along the way of what I want to create and how I want to get it out there. So patience has really been testing me, and knowing the structure of how business gets laid out and stuff. And I'm lucky enough that I started early. That I'm only 22, and and just like I always tell myself, just wait until I turn 25. Imagine what life would be like for me then. And it's like how further I can get by then, like how far that I created myself. But if anybody really wanted to start something, it's just all in yourself. So you really have to put your heart and mindset into it. It's a challenging game, but it's something that I love doing, and it's something that I really fell in love with. And it's just what do you call it? What's a good word that challenges you or whatever?
Challenges you. What is it? A trial.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and like I've been like, in order to succeed, you have to fail so many times.
Oh yeah,
and that's what people don't like about business is that they don't want to fail so many times.
Yeah, I mean, failure can be scary because it can validate your feelings of, oh, I'm not good enough. What am I doing here? Igniting the imposter syndrome that's slowly bubbling up. The more success you get, little by little. I understand.
Yeah, and like what you said is like the one thing people are really scared of is putting yourself out there, and that's something for myself that I really had to get used to, was putting myself out there. And like, who would have knew, of people who knew me personally, like who would have knew they would see me on this podcast right now doing this? And who would have knew like I'm like the most quietest kid. Like who would have knew like Jacob Dunn is doing this shit?
I'm not that quiet kid.
Yeah, I could be a little bit.
But speaking on that, I mean, I do understand why, people are afraid to put themselves out there. The internet is exactly like an Xbox Live party chat that just never went away.
Yeah.
How do you avoid, or not avoid, I should more say, how do you handle constructive criticism and negative feedback whenever you push, products or services out into the world?
Yeah, that's a good question. For myself.
Yeah, I know.
For me, I never really received negative feedback or anything like that, which I wish if I were
Never.
No, well, only coming from myself. I'm a big overthinker. Like I'm a big overthinker.
You're your
like,
biggest hater, right?
Yeah, I hate myself a lot. I really hate myself a lot. I'm like, all right,
man, you suck.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I doing this? You know, why people need to know this? You know, but I'm a biggest hater. I hate myself a lot, and that's totally okay to feel that way. You know, anyone who's scared or to, like I said, put yourself out there. It's okay to be overthinker or to hate yourself, but I list like 10 questions. If I were to post something, I would list like 10 questions of why should I post this.
Okay, so you're not just putting out slop.
Yeah, no, like I want to make sure like I like to put myself in other people's perspective of how they would see it, and so like I said, like I ask myself 10 questions of why are you posting this? What is this for? Who is this for? And why are you doing this?
What Latinos will see?
But I'm my biggest hater. But it's like when I post it, I go hide in my closet for like a good 20 minutes. I'm like,
that's how you do it.
I'm not scared or afraid, but it's just like I don't want to look dumb. You know, but like that's something that I have to get used to.
Part of the process.
Exactly. And I know, like that's the only negative feedback I ever get from myself. And that's something that would kill you about every day. Yeah. And but like the support and love I get is amazing. It's truly unbelievable. And the people who are close to me, and I let them know, people who listen to me and people who watch me and support me, you know, support me on the media and everything like that, you know, I love them. You know, they know who they are, and I love them every day. And it's a blessing for sure. And but like if I were to ever get negative feedback, it won't ever affect me, because whatever you're saying to me, it's something I said to myself 100 times over. Yeah, and if I feel like to anyone who ever has negativity come towards them, I feel like it's always a good thing, because if I ever get negativity, that lets me know I'm doing something right.
Yeah, it's some type of feedback. Yeah. You're doing something.
Yeah, that is, you know, yeah.
And with that data, you can pivot or continue forward with whatever direction you're moving in, just as long as we're moving.
Yeah,
we don't want to be a shark, but we still want to bite.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so like if my name is in your mouth, you know, I'm doing something decent enough to get your attention to do that. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, shit. Just look at the Paul brothers. All the negative things they ever did, it just bounces off of them, and they pivot, which is something I can appreciate about them. Whatever feedback, like you were talking about, that comes their way, they don't understand it.
Exactly.
They just keep doing more stupid shit.
Yeah,
and somehow it's working out for them.
Yeah, and it's just something that can't really hurt me no more, because I have my own doubts. I know myself. I also know my feelings.
Yeah,
and so it's just you can't hurt me. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Can't hurt you.
But like if anybody out there who gets himself into something, or you know, they get something from somebody, or some people post or whatever makes them feel some type of way. It was like, just if someone were to like DM you or just say something about you, I was like, it's just a waste of time. They're wasting their time on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's obvious and stuff, but it's just
they just want attention.
Exactly, and that's just something that was like something that never really affected me.
It's not the vibe.
It's not. It really isn't. No. But I mean, it's just yeah.
So, what do you say pushes you to do this on a day-to-day basis, with everything going on in the world? Pollution, political corruption, the rising cost of the Keniac combo. That's never gonna stop.
Yeah, that killed me. That really killed me.
So what keeps you going?
Coming from nothing. Really something that I really hate to see is that, you know, it may seem like, oh, you know, he has it going, he has it right, but people really don't know what's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of somebody or whoever. And most people think I got it going, but really sometimes I don't even know I got it from myself. Like I I have to make sure that I'm good sometimes. And the one thing really about me is that I hate asking for help. I really hate it. And so
it's the pride, right?
yeah, and really, so like coming from nothing to like just very recently, like I had nothing to my name. I had nothing at all for myself. Like I said, I was just all I had what to do. All I had to do was just have my iPad and my iPod pencil and just create clothing and stuff. But other than like during those times where I had no money flow, I was just broke on my ass. And the one thing I really do hate seeing is seeing my mom and dad work, and they really work half their lives for what, just for to earn a check,
Earn one vacation a year.
Yeah, exactly. And that kills me, and that kills me to see see them, work, and that's something that I don't want to see it for myself. Like, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I created a clothing brand, but it's not something that's for me, it's also for everybody. I always tell my good friends and people that, once I win, we all win, and
I like that shit.
And like they know the process, they know what I've been through, and I also know what they've been through. I know their struggles. So like I know people around me, I know they deserve or want everybody to be at the table with me, like I always want people that know me, to, you know, what do you call it? Celebrate my wins with me, and that's something that really keeps me going. That's something I have to think about. I'm doing this for them. It's like, and not only that, like really stopped. I stopped for myself. I stopped taking things for granted. When I had nothing really, going on in my life. I was, negative in the beck and count. I really had, I really had, had to live off certain things. I had to manage.
Make an uncomfortable amount of trips behind the Wendy's dumpster. I get it.
Yeah.
I was in that exact position. Yeah. My mouth is still sore to this day.
And I had, I always tell my friends, I'd rather take the shots. I'd rather take these sacrifices so that you don't have to. And like that's something I'm willing to take, because I know I can handle it. Not saying they can't, but I want to take the hits, and
you're just trying to be a hero.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, and so but like even to this day, I'm not really struggling, but I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to do this. I'm
just
happy
to have another chance.
Exactly, and I feel like most people will fumble under pressure or whatever like that because so much is going on in your life that you really can't decide which way you want to go to. And also on top of that, during that time I was going through something. I created a clothing outfit, which I'll explain in a second. Through all that, through that process of what I was going through. But yeah, like when I was going through hell, basically, what people tend is it really tests you. Like you're going through like a whole test, and it's something people feel like they can't go past that test. But what I learned to do is that I learned to fall in love with having nothing at all. I fell in love with the pain, basically, and that really put my mindset where I'm at my best potential. I'm at my best right now. I was like, I'm only 22. Like just because that I've gone through this certain moment in my life doesn't mean it's going to be like this for the rest of my life.
You're not going to let this one moment determine how it's going to be.
Exactly. And every day I'll talk to God, I'll pray to God, and I know He's listening to me. I believe in Him, He believes in me, and so it's like I don't want to I don't really talk to my friends about my struggles because I don't want them to know. I don't want them to worry about me. And
Fair.
Yeah, and because I know at the end of the day, I'm still going to bed in the same bed I woke up in,
Yeah.
And so, and
none of my limbs are falling off.
And
it's not that bad.
And like I don't want to, vent to somebody because they can't do nothing about it. I'm sure they can do just enough, but at the end of the day, you're all you really got yourself. You're the one, like you're the only person that can really set things right.
You're literally carrying yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nobody else is.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that has stuck with me throughout my whole life, basically. But but going back to the outfit that I created, I created an outfit that is for the winter time, and it's kind of like this color. beige or like a dark beige, and I put I put these little I put these cross navy blue diamonds all over it, and basically it's a balloon outfit. It's a tracksuit.
Balloon track outsuit.
Yeah,
What?
so it's a balloon tracksuit outfit. So it's baggy.
Tracksuit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's baggy or whatever, and
but they have some airflow.
something like that. Yeah, so it's yeah, something like that. Yeah, and on the back of the t-shirt, it's a bubble print, and on the back it says "Pressure Makes Diamonds." And what that means is that, you know, you get a pressure buildup on you, right? You get a pressure buildup on you.
Okay.
And, you know, as soon as you get put too much pressure, you pop. You know what I'm saying? You pop out, you know, you show up, you know. But you could put it in that perspective. But since it's a balloon outfit, what happens when a balloon goes up all the way up in the air? When it has too much pressure, it pops. So there's two ways of looking at it, but that's something I've created in my outfit. And I posted it online, just me creating an outfit, and it became one of my best outfits that people tend to love.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I really like. What I mean is, like, if anybody is going through like a hard time or a hardship, you know, people can look up to that. You know, pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to not create clothing just to create it, but you're taking the experiences, negative and positive, that you've had, and trying to make, you know, trying to put that energy back out into the world.
Exactly, and that's that creativity flow that I got, because, you know, only been through so little. It's like, imagine how much more I got to show out and how much I could see, you know, and like I got
how much more time do I have to fail?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I love failing because it brings out the best in me. And so during that moment, I was like, that's when I created all those mock-ups of every situation. Not every situation, but I just created clothing mock-ups just for the style, or just to pop out, or show out, or stand out, you know. And you know, fashion is a thing that really, you know, defines you with somebody.
Yeah,
you know, lets you know what you're going through, lets you know how you feeling, or, you know, or just want to be, you know, go out but really good out day, you know.
You just want to pop out.
You just want to have a vibe, you know, just vibe, you know. Yeah, so I'm excited, you know.
You should be.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, even, like, when people see the store, the clothing store, I would make sure to put out inspiration, you know, stories on there. People always love storytelling, and I have so many stories to tell that people will be like, I get that, or I relate to that, you know. And, you know, and I want people to make sure that they are never alone to feel these certain ways, or I want them to know that they are never alone, you know, and or feel lonely, you know. There's always somebody out there who listening to you. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, being lonely, sometimes it's
great.
I was gonna say not the vibe, but that too.
For me, yeah, it's great. Well, yeah, I mean, I got nothing to worry about. But yeah, it's just I got so much experiences, but not like I want people to put themselves in, or I'm not really saying to put yourself in my shoes. I'm not saying that at all, but everybody has their own path of how they can carry out themselves, basically. Yeah.
So how would you, like, just paint a picture for me, even if you're bad at drawing? I know you are, but just what is the day-to-day life like for a up-and-coming fashion brand designer?
It's a blessing and curse, for sure, because, you know, you have all this potential, and I have all of this creativity flow, and I have all my doubts and my good moments and stuff like that. So it's a blessing and curse for sure. And, you know, it's something that I fall in love to. Like, it's challenging. I love challenges. I love challenging myself. And I feel like most people were like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's too much, you know. And that's something most people won't do. So I want to do it. You know, I've seen people my age, they they do enough, and they do a lot, and it works out for them. But most people wouldn't want to take it that far. You know, most people won't just kick it back. I was like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be like them. You know, I talk to people at work, you know. Most people, you know, this person worked, you know, where I'm at now, they worked there for like 20 years, 22 years.
Some sad shit.
I was like, I can't go out like that, you know. I really can't go out like that. I was like, it's great, you know, you know, like, but like, what have you accomplished, you know, throughout your life? I get it, you know, you work Monday through Friday, go out, you can go out for the weekend, hang out with your friends, but don't you ever want to experience more? Like, don't you ever want to go out more, or like just
do some Molly water, like I don't know, something crazy.
Yeah, and that shocks me, and like I'm not saying like go ahead, like I'm not saying that's bad or anything like that, but like if that's what you want, I was like I'm happy for you, but like I don't want I always tell my friends and whoever, like, you have all this potential, like you have the potential to do so much. Like I can let you know how much you can do, or I can see in my eyes that you can do a whole bunch of things. I have so many, like I got friends that they're talented and they're hardworking. They do those, like they have a passion and stuff like that, but they don't take it to the next level. No hate towards them or anything like that.
No.
But I was like, I can see that you can do this. Like you could do so much more. But like I said, they don't ever listen to me. So shout out to the homies. Shout out to the homies.
Well, I think it will help to listen if they see your words being brought into fruition, bringing something about into the world that you've always wanted. Like, if you're dousing them in Gucci or Lego Star Wars sets, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll start listening. I would. Do you see this shit?
Yeah, I see it.
Do you see this shit? Like this shit? Like this
shit? But like, I feel like what's funny is that when I do talk about certain things, they don't listen, but when I show what I'm gonna do, they listen for sure. Like they see it. So
oh man, you're different. Yeah. Oh my god.
like I have to do it in action, and that's something I love doing. Like I have people tell me all the time, "Oh, you always be skinny. You'll always be. Oh, you won't be. You don't know this much." I feel like people really hate when I tell them. Like I feel like not people. Well, I don't really talk to much people, but I feel like if I were to talk to like random people, I guess, or like coworkers or whoever talks to me or whatever, when I talk in a way where I feel like they don't know that I know more than them, like they have I could tell a certain tone. They give it back to me like, how you know all this shit, or like,
hey, you're supposed to be stupid. The fuck?
They're like, and they're just like I could see it in their eyes, like I really get them thinking, because I know business. I know what I'm doing. I know my passion. I know my goals, and I could tell they're thinking, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? But like it's something that I had to keep to myself now on. Like I have to show, like instead of me talking about it, I'd just rather show in action, and that's something people need to like get into, is doing some more stuff in action. Is just keeping it quiet about it. Like it's a hidden power basically, and
doing things is a hidden power, guys.
Yeah.
It is though, actually, because I mean, you can talk about anything, doing something that you've been putting off for like years. Oh, I'm gonna draw this piece, or I'm gonna drop these 4 tracks, and then when the time comes to show what you got, there's nothing.
Exactly.
Action at the end of the day just works better than anything else. I know, sometimes creatives such as yourself could go through and can go through some ruts.
Yeah.
And you're battling your self-esteem at that point. Like, oh, what am I doing? What's the point of this? Yada yada. And you're just doom scrolling. Oh, what's wrong? No. you're just doom scrolling on your phone, not accomplishing anything. Whereas, you can still be sad, but at least do something. Like clean your toilet, walk the dog, yell at the neighbor. Do something to get your brain active again, and to help you get out of whatever negative pit you put yourself into.
Exactly. Yeah, like they don't have like the discipline or whatever. Like they have to really discipline yourself if you really want to start something or get something of your own, or whatever. And like that's something has really came a long way for me. But I feel like I always had discipline. Doesn't mean I'm shit, but like I know my standards. I know my goals and stuff like that. Like I'm trying to think of it one time where oh man, I think like when I tell certain people, like people I don't know of or whoever, like I keep my mouth shut. Because when I tell you something, you're not gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna do what I'm gonna tell you to do or whatever. And that's something I had to keep to myself. And people always wonder why I'm quiet. Like why you don't talk. I was like, oh, you don't speak. It's like you don't ever talk or you don't put yourself out there. I was like, yeah, because you don't speak my own language. You know, and that's something. And that's something. You know, I just had to keep to myself. And now and then, like, once someone sees me doing something in action, they want to know how I did it. And I'd be like, I tried to tell you before, but you didn't want to listen to me, you know? So, you know, that's, like I said, it's a hidden power.
It's a hidden talent.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be the 3 top characteristics you would need to pursue your creative dreams, outlets, whatever you're doing?
I'll say discipline, patience.
Discipline.
And hardworking. I mean, I know if you have
some fortitude,
talent and hard work, you know, if I have both, you can shit on anybody, basically. You got talent and hard work, you can shit on anybody. And that's something, you don't really have to have talent, you just gotta really put your mind and you gotta put your head down, basically. Like, you really gotta move in silence and pop out the right time, whatever.
Show some action.
Yeah, show some action and, you know, just, like I said, put yourself out there. Don't be, like, when I was doing DoorDash, I see these people who had mansions, nice cars. I didn't ask what they did for a living because I was scared to ask. It's like, I don't know why I was afraid, but that's something I had to take mental notes. Like, I want that. No, I want that. I want that car. But I didn't know, like, I don't know why I was scared to ask, you know? So you really have to put yourself out there. Like, you really have to take mental notes to know what you want and how you want to get it done, you know? And that's something that, then, like, once you get that down, you just have to really fall in love with the process, and you have to fall in love with the doubts. You have to fall in love with the good moments, and you really just set your mind right, and, you know, do right. Stay away from stupid, basically.
Stay away from stupid.
A good millionaire or billionaire I saw on video one day. He said to this interviewer, you hang around 5 drunks, you could be the 6th drunk. But if you hang around 5 billionaires, you could be the 6th billionaire. And that's something that really stuck with me. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't vape.
Yeah.
But I don't do any of that, you know, and that's starting my life the right way, you know. But, like, you have to beat temptation. Like, not only temptation, but you just have to, you know, set your life right, do the right things. You know, you have to stay away from negativity or the wrong circle or whatever like that. Yeah.
What would you say is the best piece of advice you've been given?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Just throughout your life that you hold value to this day.
It really came from myself, actually, when during those moments of late last year when I was going through some, you know, just down on my ass, you know. I was just, every day was the same, and I was in the same time loop. I was just doing the same things every day, and it came to a point where, you know, I'm a very positive person, but it came down to the point where I was just, you know, having those self-doubts of just wanting to stop everything that I was doing.
Yeah.
And you know, I couldn't sleep. There's this one night where I really couldn't sleep, and then I was just looking at the ceiling, you know, and I
remember those days.
And I was just feeling some type of way, and, you know, I didn't really hate myself or anything like that, but it was just one of those days where I wanted to stop everything. Not really like harm myself, but just like my mentality was just draining.
Yeah.
And I was just not wanting to give up, but I was struggling to, you know, keep it going. But what really happened is that I, you know, fell asleep, and it happened in my dream. And I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I was at a cemetery. And I was just looking around, looking at names, I guess. And and I'm just walking around the cemetery, and I came upon my own grave, and telling myself, like, I didn't die, like, I'm right here, you know.
I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not dead, you know. And
they spelled my name wrong.
and I'm just confused, and then I said to myself, I can't believe I came this far just to see my own grave. And I said that, and right when I said that, I woke up, and I remember everything that happened. So I wrote it down on my notes on my phone, and I kept rereading it over and over again. I can't believe I came this far just to see my own grave. And when I'm telling myself in my dream is that I'm saying, I can't believe I came this far just to give up. And that really hit me. That really touched me or whatever. And I thank God because I feel like He was showing me something. Like, I'm with you. I'm struggling with you. I'm taking this process with you. He was like,
hey, coffee mate.
Yeah,
we in this together.
So like, I kept rereading that. I was like, I can't believe I came this far just to give up. And that really switched my mind to like, why did I feel this way? Like, why even bother to feel this way? You know? And when I saw my own grave, that really hit me. It was like, no one wants to see their own grave. Anybody close to me doesn't want to see that either. So I was like, from now on, I'm going to make sure I don't feel this way no more. And that really changed my perspective from there, like from moving on from that certain feeling. And now I feel I never had that feeling ever again. And now I feel good every day. Even though like I talk to myself, create these scenarios in my head.
Talking to yourself.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I'm insane, but it's just that creativity flow in my mind.
Yeah.
And that was one of the moments where I got like really motivated myself from that. And I was blessed to receive that dream, or see that image of seeing my own grave, because I don't want to ever see that shit again. You know, that scared me. That traumatized me, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I'm just like, that's God talking to me right there. Yeah.
Like, get your shit together.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, what you doing, man?
We got.
What are you doing? Wake up, bro.
Better.
Don't wait for me self doubts.
You stupid.
I'll put you here for a reason.
Yeah.
And that really slapped me in the face, for sure.
Slap you in the face?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to slap you in the face right now, because from what your constituents tell me, I'm in talks with a couple of them. Can you, I don't know, can you just clear up something for me? Some of them say that you've created this brand for, other purposes as well. Like, you have other motivations. And one of them that I'm particularly concerned about is, your fixation with toxic Latina women who think you're different. Is this just a way? I mean, because we know you got a whole Miami vibe going here. And eventually, you're gonna go to take some pictures, right?
Yeah.
So this isn't just a ploy to talk to pretty Latina women?
Yeah.
And never date them?
I mean,
because that's sick.
Yeah. I mean,
why would you do that to them?
I mean, for myself, I don't even want to. I just want a conversation. I just want to talk to you, have a good conversation, and leave it at that.
I couldn't fathom what would go through your mind to create a whole ass business just to talk to Latinas. I mean, it's crazy. It can work, but why? ¿Por qué?
They're talking to me about the lifestyle and how they carry themselves. It's great. Every girl out there is pretty. Every female is pretty. You're like, but
I love her more.
Yeah. But I just want a conversation. I just want to have a good time. But I don't want nothing else because I'm scared.
Like, man, please, I just want to go grocery.
Yeah, I just want to, have a good time. Vibe out. Just be myself. That's it. That's basically what I'm doing, and that's something I guess females fall in love with. I mean, I'm tall enough. That's what females want. I'm tall.
Oh, the height. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, I got a good style hair, I guess. I got I got colored green eyes. I mean, I got tats of girls like tats.
So they do like tats.
And then I could be toxic if I want to. With the switch, But I'm kidding. But
no, he's not.
Yeah. But and then what else was it? I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't do drugs.
Nothing?
I don't do anything like that. So, but just have a conversation. That's all.
Okay, no, I get that.
But no, there's this one pretty woman that is out there. She's actually more than pretty.
She's more than pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna say some cheesy shit. She's like the moon and the stars. Yeah, she's like
Luna.
Yeah, huh?
Luna.
Yeah, she's like the moon and the stars. Her name is damn, that's some cheesy shit right there.
Hey, every good sandwich has some cheese.
Yeah, and
think about it.
Her name is Jenna Ortega. Yeah,
like the one, the one on TV.
Yeah. So Jenna, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry, but I would love to have a chance to work with you, or shoot some clothing with you, or start modeling or anything like that.
Or run away.
Yeah. So, but shout out Jenna Ortega for sure. I just want a conversation, get some things going, work out, work up some clothing and modeling. Yeah, you have a good time vibe, I'm sorry.
VibeInn.
Yeah. But yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited to put my clothing brand out there. I'm excited.
You should be. It's exhilarating to create something. I think a lot of unhappiness and unfulfillment, especially with my personal life, stems from being more of a consumer than creator. Because when you're a consumer, there's no output. You're only having input. You're not getting anything out. You're just stuffing your body full of brain rot, shit. I mean, the shit's already there.
Yeah.
But actually creating something from your mind or with your hands and putting it out there, whether it's for yourself, friends, or a business opportunity, that's what really, gives some sense of purpose, because you need something to keep going. Otherwise, you're going to be one of the regular people that go throughout their life hoping to do something that they've always wanted to do, but never giving themselves the leeway to fail, mess up, and just be sloppy.
Exactly.
I mean, just because you're sloppy at the beginning, that doesn't mean anything can come from.
Exactly. Like, I was never perfect at this or creating clothing. Like, that's something I had to self-taught myself, and that's something I really had to teach myself, or even understand the business. That's something most people wouldn't do. So, like, I want to make sure people also feel that kind of way of being different from, I guess, other people who want to feel some type of way, I guess. Excuse me. But, yeah, and that makes a lot of sense for sure, with what you said. And, yeah, like, I'm happy, to put it out there for people who feel like they have nobody, or to feel down on themselves. Like I want not only to look up to me, but look up to know what your lifestyle's about, or how to change from your lifestyle, or like I said, just being yourself, loving yourself, or just doing things that you like, that you care about, or really just showing up when the right times happen, like showing up when the right time comes and goes, and have a good time while doing it. Even when I was going through hell, I was like, I was still having a good time I was still having a good time. Not like hanging out with friends or whatever, doing basically little things, I was still having a good time. And I think the people that are there for me, I think everyone who has supported me, I think my mom and dad, and I think my brother, I think to all the homies that have been there with me, and I can't wait to share everything that I got with them.
You can't wait to go on vacation.
Yeah.
What's the first spot you're taking everybody to?
That's a good question. I want to go. That's a good question.
Think about this.
I was gonna say Florida, but I'd rather take it to where a certain island, like
certain island.
Yeah, not Hawaii, but like maybe Hawaii. Hawaii be dope.
Hawaii?
Yeah, somewhere there's palm trees, waves, coconuts, margaritas, or some shit like that.
So something that just fits the, what was the word? The vibe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that really represents everybody, something where we can celebrate somewhere and have a good time, something that can just pop out and show up. Yeah.
Show up?
Yeah.
And when can we expect the first piece of clothing?
I'm pushing for this fall for sure.
This fall?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this winter. Yeah, it's winter time, and I already got the marketing idea and how I wanted to go out, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to show out for it. Yeah. Yeah, but I gotta keep being patient, because that shit kills me. I am getting killed out there for keeping my patience. That shit is testing me.
I am breaking.
Yeah,
right
I'm like
now,
this
people.
close to crashing out.
Hey, join the rest. I was about to as soon as I came up here. I was like, why the hell do I have to talk to this coffee ain't looking motherfucker?
Yeah. So, yeah. So like once I win, we all win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. I expect many Lego Dune sets.
I got you. Yeah.
And Star Wars.
Yeah, I got you. I'll give you a Lego set of this.
VibeInn?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
Yeah. I'll create something. I'll get something going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You get something going?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Oh.
Yeah. That's all I want to do. Just build Legos.
I just want to get enough money to hang out with pretty Latinas.
Yeah.
And build Legos.
Yeah.
Drink pink lemonade.
Yeah. Go grocery shop.
Go grocery shopping. I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little dancing.
Yeah.
Maybe a little footies in the park.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just simple shit.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Yeah,
cheers to drinking lemonade. Yeah. Lemonade, fruit punch.
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers.
You lost your cap?
Huh?
No,
no,
it's right there.
I mean, tell them. No, don't tell them.
Okay. But yeah, and VibeInn's words.
Any closing notes? What's you got to say? What do you need to say to not only them but to yourself?
I just want to thank myself for this opportunity that I got going on right now. I want to give a big opportunity. Not opportunity. A big thank you to.
Now look at the floor. Look at them.
Look at them.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Not the floor.
Big thank you to anyone who's watching and listening, and thank you to Record ATX for having us on here and maybe able to do this podcast. And thank you to anyone who has supported me and shown me some love. And thank you to people who have been with me since day one of knowing and what I got going on and starting this clothing brand. And I love every single one of you. Yeah.
Look at that sweetheart. Go ahead, smile for him. Go ahead, smile. Just look at him. Look at him.
Yeah. Oh man, but, what you got going on? What you got anything to say, or what you got?
Techno raves.
Yeah.
I got some techno raves going up. I got a back-to-back Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
That's
sick.
But But besides that, just making some techno music myself.
Oh yeah.
And then finding some content that I can make alongside it, either within the same realm or something completely different. I don't know. I'm just trying to find something that gives me that little tingle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're creating music again?
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
But before it was some type of alternative rap, but that I just couldn't fight my nature. No, I had to fight my nature.
Yeah.
I just can't rap. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I can make 3 hi-hats in a repetitive loop. I can do that.
That's sick. So do you make beats too? Oh man.
Yeah. As soon as you get your first shoot going, let me know.
I got you. I also got a camera, by the way.
You got a camera?
That's coming in. Yeah, it shoots videos and takes photos. Yeah.
Yes.
I also got a Rollo printer.
Rollo printer?
Yeah, so the Bluetooth printer. I got that going on too.
Oh, you fucking nerd. He's doing a business.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I got the poly papers.
He's not gonna use
like the printer paper or whatever. So whenever I get orders in, I just automatically print. So yeah. So
hey, stop giving out trade secrets.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Well, maybe they need that. Because what if someone wants to start their own thing, you know?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So whoever wants to start a business, make sure to read books. Just read business books. And then once
go to him for all legal advice. He's responsible for everything.
And then once you understand business, get into the passion of what you want to know, like of what your business is, you know? So clothing, I read clothing books. And so that's like a handbook blueprint that I got in my hand. So make sure y'all do that. And, get that going for sure if you want to start something. And then you could start creating whatever you like.
Start creating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that. Well, I think
this time up, yeah.
I think that's our time.
Yeah.
Bless up.
Yeah.
Bless you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving me some of your time.
Of course, man. Thank you for any questions and thank you for listening to me yap.
No,
I'm kidding.
The yapping was warranted.
Yeah.
We need to every now and then.
Yeah. But thank you. Yeah.
But on a bigger closing note,
Get small.
shit.
See shit. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
I just came to the gym today. Or I went to the gym today. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I got the biggest sleeper build. Been working for 5 years and I think like 3 months.
5 years, 3 months.
Yeah, and still look like a goddamn twig. But
well, at least you're tall.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you shouldn't even get to feel sad. You're 6 foot. Yeah.
Just 5'11". Don't tell them anything. I don't want them coming after me. The Latinos. I'm just playing.
Oh no, due to inflation, what is it? 5'11" is gonna be the new 5'9".
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
We're cooked.
Yeah. Shit. That's not good. It's hard though. Yeah.
It's not easy being 5'9". Like, I'm not a short king or I'm not a tall king either. I'm just a medium king. Who the fuck was a medium king?
I mean, you got the build though. That's what I want.
Nice.
No, I hate sometimes being tall. You know how it sucks, your feet to hang off the bed?
No, it sucks beating up all these pretty women.
No, women don't even want me. They just that's stupid. I don't mind being tall. Kind of has a disadvantage because my arms are so damn long. And my legs are so damn long, so it's hard to build more muscle. Because that's a bit of muscle.
I mean, well, at least you don't have orangutan arms.
Yeah.
Don't agree with me. That's racist.
Oh, it is? What does that look like? Huh? What does orangutan arms look like?
There's
like super long, like with?
Yeah, that orange monkey, or ape, primate, that has like the huge ass arms.
Yeah,
those ones.
Who has those? Like a regular day by day?
Me. Because my arms are longer than my torso. Because I was just standing in the gym mirror one day and I was just moving them back and forth. I'm like, what the hell? Why do they?
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm a freak.
Oh no. No. That's not good. That's alright. That's alright.
What are we getting after this?
Big Bear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Big Bull. Yeah, Big Bear. I haven't been.
Yeah, the fuck? What do you mean? Have I been? Have you been?
I haven't been there. No.
You haven't been?
Yeah, that's why you're taking me. Yeah.
I mean, I know where all the good diabetes spots are.
Oh yeah, it won't affect me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna gain 1 pound. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It's like eating a Whataburger. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Where's my bucket at?
Oh yeah, that's still that.
I know he's talking about it.
Manufacturers are they're getting to working. I want to get the it's called fox fur bucket hat.
Fox fur.
Mm-hmm. Or like you know those it's called Sherpa. You know the Sherpa jackets.
Yeah.
I want that type of fur on a bucket hat for the wintertime.
Ooh.
Yeah, for the wintertime.
Wait,
and
who's wearing a bucket hat in the winter?
That'd be me.
What the fuck?
No one does.
But not yet, because you're starting it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then with that design, I'll have the embroidery word on it. Yeah. So I'll put that on the bucket.
Embroidery.
Yeah. I said it wrong? I said that shit wrong? Oh man, I feel like a biggest retard.
Yeah.
I even spell that shit wrong sometimes.
Nah, you good.
But damn, I shouldn't have said that shit either. Said the R word.
I think the R word is oh well. Oh, nah, cut it in part.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. But yeah, and so that's something that's getting worked on right now. But of course I got regular bucket hats that are for the summertime and stuff like that. But
as you should.
But I love it. The process. When manufacturers talk to me, I love all the manufacturers that hitting me up, but they are hungry. They are hungry to work with me. They hit me up every single day. Like, hey, sir, where do you get this going? Where do you want to start? I'm like, hey, it's like,
give me money.
I need to wait a little bit. It's like, I need to just relax for a little bit. But I love it. I love when it's look. I just got one right now. They said,
he's hot.
Hello. I was like, can we start the plant?
Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm like, God damn. I was like, I love it though. That's something they like I got 120 manufacturers just hitting me on, like hitting me up every day.
You have so many people that just want your money. All right.
But like, it's crazy because when I talk to these manufacturers of certain styles that I got, they have no idea what I'm talking about. Like my first ever design I made it's a all black outfit. It's either a sweater or a sweats. They combine together as an outfit.
Yeah.
But on the outfit, it has little white dots that is snowfall coming down all over, and it has the word vibe, but it's in a different font where it's frozen. It's like it's a frozen font basically to match the snowfall, whatever. And when I was talking to manufacturers they were like, "What are these white dots on the clothing?" They thought it was rhinestones. Rhinestones, like the clothing. They thought it was that, but I told them I was like, "No. I was like, I want the
I want the dots.
Yeah, I want the faded little circle dots that are just look like snow, like little white dots. They could be like very faded. I don't know how they do it, how they work it. I have no idea how they're gonna do it, but it could be like small little paint dots. They could be small little paint dots that are very faded, and they could just make that into like a snow effect. And that's getting worked on right now, which actually will be coming in Wednesday. Yeah. So when it comes to but it's not until the winter time, but of course I can take pictures now or whatever, which I probably will. I'll probably post about it once it comes in and stuff like that. But other than that, I got an offer for the females, and that's something that I'm the first one to have actually is another inspiring like clothing thing is that I was on the phone with my homegirl, and she was just talking to me about how she was doing and stuff like that, and her design kind of basically she always likes to wear like cheetah print. Yeah, she always likes to wear cheetah print, but that's always the first thing I thought about when she talks to me. I guess I don't know why, because she always has like cheetah print style clothing, I guess. But she was talking to me one day. I was like, I'm gonna make an outfit for you or whatever, and but I didn't want to be just basic cheetah print because it's out there every day and stuff like that. So I'm trying to think about what I can create something different. So I got like a Sherpa jacket hoodie, like one of those not crop top hoodies, kind of like it, but it has fur on the jacket, and there's a zipper and stuff like that, but it hangs right where the waist is at, kind of like that.
Hangers where the way? What the?
Yeah, I have to show you a picture. Them hangs around like
just describe it better.
No, but it kind of hangs like right at the waist or right above it, and I put cargo pants to match it kind of, but I'm trying to think about so I'm trying to think how I can create it those cheetah print or whatever, but instead of cheetah I thought about jaguar.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, like
black jaguar.
Yeah, so that's what it came about. So I got my pencil and I put jaguar print all over it or whatever, and I posted about it, and it became one of my best outfits that has been noticeable or whatever, and people loved it. People love the style, and that's something that I really can't wait to share for the women out there. And so maybe not only that, as I got more outfits for women as well, but I only know so little, so I need to contact my homies and let them know. I say, hey, I need some to work with. Give me some pointers. Yeah. So, but this is just like creativity for, like I said earlier. It's just
coming back too.
Yeah. So it's exciting, and yeah, like even when I posted on TikTok, I created myself creating it. It became one of my best videos. 6K views. That's a good enough number for me.
Not too great.
Yeah, and just the right amount of likes. And people were like, "Hey," he was like, "When is this available? Hey, how much does this cost? Hey, how much you selling this?" I'm like, "Stay tuned."
I mean, but just think about it. Those 6,000 likes. That's like, let's say you have a brick and mortar store in a mall. It's like 6,000 people coming in just looking.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool still.
Yeah, even with my Pressure Makes Diamonds outfit, that got like 5K views and just the right amount of likes, and that's something became one of my best outfits. And that's something that I saw also as well. It's like all these other artists, they create so much, but even just enough, people will like it or what you created. Like what you created, people will still like it. And like even if it's just something simple, people will like it. Some that's something I had to get used to as well. It's like if this one person doesn't like it, doesn't mean I have to scrap it. Someone else will like it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Different people like different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, what would you say your? We probably should have said this earlier. Who's your audience? Who are you trying to target?
That's a good question. I'll say people who are around our age. Anybody who's also younger as well. I had to make I make sure I get the right size charts.
Yeah.
The right so for everything to fit anybody basically. It could be anybody who's like a older. It could be somebody older who likes the style. It could be like a 30, 40-year-old dad or 30, 40-year-old mom. I mean, that's perfectly fine with me. It could be anybody who likes the style. It's like anybody who really can say, I like that, or something else, or I want to be like that, or I want to feel like that. Anybody basically. But nothing really too complicated, but it's just like the right certain amount of people who feel like they can understand like what they are wearing, I guess you can say.
Okay, so you're going for people that think a little bit more about what they're wearing and how it makes them feel.
Something like that, yeah. Like
instead of just fast fashion.
Yeah, and then of course I do have the styles that are just all for style, or the color matching, or the blanks, people who just want to rock a style and make feel good.
You can also put on your site, what is it, like a little quiz to help people that may or may not know, what type of fashion they actually like. Make a little quiz and just to guide them in a certain, like, towards a certain set of pieces of clothes. Like, oh, you like jumping off of cliffs and harassing your friends? Oh, I think you'll like this bucket hat.
This is just for that. Put you in that direction.
We got you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good way of looking at it too. It's like on my website, just I created it, of course, but there's a certain point where I could touch a video on it to show what VibeInn is like and how the lifestyle is like, or something simple of just showing yourself, basically, everything like that. But it's like if anyone's ever interested in modeling, that's like, just hit me up. I'm happy to take pictures and pose. You don't have to do much. It's free, of course. You could be online. You could be on my online store. So
there's gonna be pink lemonade there too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah, no alcohol. Just fruit punch and lemonade and some water and Gatorade maybe. But, hey, it's like, hey, you have a good time. I'm actually having a good time.
They're toxic.
Yeah.
But we like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. So it's good. That's good.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I go. My God.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. I guess they forgot about us, but damn, I can't really see myself. I'm sure I look stupid as shit the whole time.
Yeah. You see, I don't.
Oh man, I do look stupid.
No. See, look, you look decent. I look stupid. I look like a douche. Yeah.
Nah,
but a cultured one.
Yeah. No, I like the I like the style. I mean,
no. So the type of could you guess what style I'm trying to do here?
From my perspective,
I combined two of them.
From my perspective, AHS.
And AHS was
like early 2000.
Early 2000. Okay,
yeah, that's what I was going for.
I would say more vintage streetwear.
See, that's what I'm trying to get into as well.
Because the shirt's kind of faded.
Did you know Grievous?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't even
know. Come on. It says Grievous right here.
Oh shit!
But no, see, that's the point. It looks like an old school faded punk rock band T-shirt, but it's fucking General Grievous. And then the ripped up jeans, Off-white Nikes, just
That shit clean.
Streetwear at the bottom,
Yeah.
vintage up top.
That's it. Yeah, I like that. That's something I'm going for. I need more of that. But I don't want to be like too like I don't want to be like everything else, like every other clothing store, you know?
What do you think is gonna set you apart? Because there's so many clothing brands.
Yeah, that's the thing I really had to set myself to was just the competition that I got. Like I see my competition, but like I know I have certain clothing that I can outbeat them. I'm not saying I'm shit, of course, but I have clothing that feels like stand out the most other than other clothing brands.
But give me a certain reason, like why? Was it like the fabric? Was it the type of fabric that you're using? The type of designs that you're using? Like what? Like what's that stand out? Like
it really makes you stand out.
Yeah.
That
like what do you want to be known for? Like when people are out in the street wearing your product, what do you want that to be known as? Like or like known for? Like, hey, like my clothing is a type of clothing that blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, the one thing for me, what I really care about is quality. Quality really comes a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like going back to color mismatching, or like I can make luxury clothing, and I can also create just regular streetwear, and I would love to have both, which I probably will have both.
Okay.
Yeah, but and like even just having that can make you stand out a lot more too. But like for sure, like what you got going on is something that I feel like really sets a tone for somebody, you know. And also like that's something I got into as well was vintage. I see a lot of vintage t-shirts, and that's really a style that I see that's trending a lot recently.
Dude, they are expensive. Like to find one to find one in like a great condition, $50-$60 a fucking t-shirt, dude. This one costs like $35 to $40. I'm like, I'm not used to spending as guys. We're not used to. I mean, at least me. I'm not used to spending that much on t-shirts.
That's at least like 10 Caniac combos or Razor Canes you can buy.
This man's doing it again. The math works out.
Yeah.
Am I wasting my money here? Like what's going on?
I'd rather have the chicken tenders every day instead of having a t-shirt. But that's what I'm saying. I was like,
big back status.
Yeah, I was going back to be like, how would this t-shirt make me feel at the end of the day of wearing it, you know? So, but yeah. I mean, but that's something I'll have to get into and, you know, take note of and get inspired from to get that and that certain style. And but it's I'm still learning. I'm still getting creative. I'm still trying to.
How often would you say you draw a day?
I've been slacking recently. Yeah, but I'm waiting for like I'm waiting. Actually, no. I created 3 designs just last night.
Oh, last night?
Yeah, 3 designs last night before I went to bed. Yeah, and I forgot what I based it off of. I think I did more. Oh, it was a graphic design, like a little style, whatever. I did Bart Simpson on the t-shirt.
Bart Simpson?
Yeah, and I put his color yellow, and I put hustle. I put hustle right above him. He has money around him or something like that. And I also did Garfield.
You did Garfield?
Yeah, I did Garfield.
I don't see people wearing Garfield merch. Okay.
And he's doing a slam dunk. And I forgot.
Ain't no way. I gotta see these.
I did a slam dunk, but I forgot what I put as a word phrase next to it. Yeah. So it's pretty. I was actually pretty good creative last night. I was getting geeked up and shit.
You getting geeked up?
Yeah.
The lemonade's hitting.
Yeah. It's like I feel good. But I'm trying to think of what else I did. There's another cartoon character I did or something like that. Or can't think of another one, but it's that one dude,
that one guy from that one show.
You know him. It's not Bugs Bunny, but it's the duck.
Daffy?
No, it's the other one.
Donald from Mickey Mouse. Donald, the Donald Duck, Daffy Duck. Like there's only a couple ducks. Howard the Duck from Marvel. Come on, man, I'm running out of ducks.
He's not. Oh man, it's one of those ducks, but he has
one of those fucks.
he has money falling on like I don't want to make everything based off money, but he has his money falling on him. But I also forgot what the catchphrase I put on it as well. But I think I put something on there, but I got another one where it's a vintage hoodie and it's a female. This is one of my old ones, but it's a female with her nails, like her nails done or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And oh shit. I forgot what I put on the back. Oh, she has money or something like that. Damn, I need to stop with the money shit. But she has something going on, and on the back of it says saving no hoes, and that was no hoes crossed out with the red line on it. But I forgot what the hell I did with it. I forgot how I designed it or how I put it out there like that. Yeah, it's like I did shit.
So useless. Oh man, what is it?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
What are you doing with your first sale? What are you buying with your first sale?
So from.
Oh no. Yeah, what's gonna be your first big purchase? Whenever some change starts coming in.
Oh yeah.
And then where are you taking where are you taking me out when you get your first sale?
Oh yeah.
You have to come out commemorate the moment, whatever that word is.
Yeah.
You know, you have to savor the moment.
Yeah.
So where are you taking us out?
So whenever I get my first sale, whenever I get sales going, best believe I'm gonna give back to.
Don't say Longhorn.
No, hell no. I'm gonna take you somewhere better. I'm sure you already did.
This man only eats at Longhorn.
Hell yeah, it's a gains. Try to get that shit.
I can only eat so many onion blossoms.
But bread. But no, whenever I get my first sale, business wise, of course, when you earn money, you take that money to earn more money. You know, that's that basic business concept that I got in my mind.
Yeah, doing a business.
But once I know that I'm secured, I'll for sure want to get back to my mom and dad because I have put them through hell, for sure. And I want to give back to them the most, and anybody who's close to me because I know their struggles. I know my friends' struggles, and I know what they've been through because I've been there with them the whole time, and they've been there with me. So that's the first thing I really want to get out there whenever I get the things going. But for us, I'll take your ass to Cookie Crumble. We get the party size box of cookies of all different flavors. So we'd be winning, chopping that shit up. So get ready for that day.
And you're paying for 3 months of worth of bachata classes.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Yeah, might fall in love.
No, that's fine. I went to one. Too much protein. I went to one with the girl that I'm talking to.
Yeah,
it was fun.
I bet.
A lot of experiences to be had there.
Hell yeah.
But that's all I can say. I'm not trying to.
I feel like if I ever go, I'll probably look stupid as hell.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, I know damn well most of the teenagers are probably like what 5'2", 5'5". I ain't even yeah, they're gonna be like,
all that's in your
yeah. I'm like shit. I'm gonna look stupid if they look up to me. That's awesome though, man. I want to get into that.
No, it's fun. You really should.
Yeah.
Start paying for our classes.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
So I want you to succeed.
Yeah.
For our sake.
Yeah. I'm scared
because those hoes aren't cheap.
Yeah, I wouldn't be scared. Yeah,
you should be.
Yeah,
they stare at you pretty intense.
I bet.
Because at one point we like all gathered around in a circle and we had to switch partners, like basically playing musical chairs, but with bachata. And we had to kind of shimmy for 30 seconds with one person, and then we had to swap out.
Oh, okay.
And then very intense eye contact, hand movement. Especially the instructor, he was kind of getting handsy with me. I don't know why.
Dude?
Yeah, I was kind of getting scared. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I appreciate that he's willing to, express his emotions in a physical manner. I just wish it wasn't on my Lord wasted area. But that's what you gotta do.
Yeah. That's awesome though. That's really cool.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Not as cool as when you pay for it.
Yeah, how much is it?
For that specific one, for like unlimited classes a month, it's like $150. It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's either that, kickboxing, or crack. I'm gonna use some of your profits for one of those to fund one of those.
I'm gonna do kickboxing. That shit's fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
I did it like for like a free trial for like 5 days. I think that was the second time in my life to where I had to where I thought I was gonna pass out.
Oh,
from working out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing in the gym, but
it's all like cardio, right?
Dude, oh my God. I was just touching my toes, going back and forth in the line out. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh.
Someone spiked this oxygen.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
No, but that shit is fun.
I bet, yeah. I remember doing that shit when I was like in 8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah.
No, I was doing that shit like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was the last time I did it. And we would run around the little training thing or whatever, and then we'll start doing like not intense training, but like
shadow box.
Yeah. I feel like it was Rocky Balboa and Creed at the same time.
Coffee mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling myself. Dodging it even. I was like, so I got to hit myself when Titus attacked me.
When the Titus started attacking
No. Well, yeah. But man, I really gotta go pee.
I think they forgot. They really forgot.
Could have charged me double for an extra hour.
Hey man, we told you 5:30, man. Hey, you're still yapping.
This is the director's cut.
Oh man.
But this is dope. I like this shit right here. I love that shit.
You know what I love?
Huh.
Mollywog.
Damn, I'm not ready to be. Oh man. I can't care about how I look. That's something I have to keep out. Hopefully they got my best side.
That's the point of the vibe. No?
Hopefully they got my best side.
All my sides are.
Yeah, see,
bad.
Yeah, I think I need to grow a beard out, and I think it'll look good.
I'm about to cut this shit off, dude. My barber is literally
down the street,
next door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing on Saturday?
This Saturday?
Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Probably none. Oh no. Let me see.
If you're not doing anything and you can shell out $25, come raving with us. Wait to Safari Rave.
Yeah.
Or the last rave that they went to at the place that we're going, it was during Valentine's Day. And there was a girl that was dancing up on one of my boys, and she grabbed from what he told me, she grabbed his hands, or like his left hand, and put it up to her neck, so he could choke her. I'm like, in the middle of the crowd.
Oh no!
I'm like, you freaks. So I'm sorry, but that made happen too.
Oh no! The whole time I'm gonna be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? It's just okay.
Why are you touching me?"
Oh man! Anybody can come get us? I need to go pee.
Guys,
this birds are crashing out.
Don't stop putting on us.
Anybody gonna come get us? Oh shit!
They're probably watching us from back.
Probably, yeah.
Look at these losers tweeting.
They want to test our strength.
All right. You think I should?
I need to stop drinking that.
She said she wanted to see me. Oh, dude, she has a PS2. She plays games.
Oh,
she's a fucking nerd.
Oh, sick.
Oh my god.
She should play a Star Wars or Force Unleashed.
She said she has Star Wars games, but she doesn't know. I'm like, you dummy.
She should play the Lego games.
Oh my god.
That's sick.
Do you think? What is it? Because she said she wanted to see me. Do you think we should? Do you think I should ask just to, hey, we've been working a lot. Or was it we've been working a lot? Do you want to just chill out at your place, or since you've been working a lot? You know, let's take you out to a nice dinner, or bowling. You can see me fail. It'd be pretty hot.
How about both? But nah, that's a good way of looking at it for sure. I don't know. I haven't been on a date since like 2023.
Dude,
actually, no. Yeah.
Dude, I was ever since my little rock bottom. What is it? It's just been so like off.
Yeah.
Like, was it just interacting with was it just everybody in general? But was it like dating is just
tough nowadays? It's not like the 1950s no more.
No, I can't just breeze through it anymore. It used to be so easy.
Yeah, and one of the whores.
Oh my god! I mean, but I like.
Do you like that shit?
The worst.
And they like you. It works out, I guess.
It's just that what is it? Was it I'm not used to caring for somebody else like that. You know, like checking up on them and texting them. And you know, I got homies, but I don't text them. I don't even text the homies like that. I don't text my parents like that. So how am I supposed to, you know, be at ease next to the phone all the time? You know, trying to figure out, hey, what are you doing? This and that, this and that. And it's just trying to get my communication skills back up. Because before, it used to be a breeze, just talking to women, anybody else. I would barely stutter. The jokes would just roll off. Now I'm like, so you like weather?
yeah, basically. Like, that being stupid that works out. Then
I did that shit to her when we were when we were playing pool. Like, as soon as I hit a shot in the shot, and she was like gearing up to do hers, I like just kind of, and she's 5 foot because she's a Latina, and they can't help being small. What is it? But I bent over. I was like, so I don't know. The one is pretty nice. You like it? What's your favorite cloud? She's like, what the fuck are you talking to? I was like, oh, sorry.
Want to go stargazing?
You made me nervous.
Like,
and then that's when she stepped on me.
Oh, it's good. Like on your chest? That's good. I bet you like that shit. That's good. Very good. Oh, there's this one female at my work. She was Latina, whatever. And I thought her name was Jessica. I don't know what reason, but you know, I had to she was running low on bags, so I wanted to give her like more bags.
Yeah.
And she's pretty cute, I guess I say, but oh man, she's, you know, pretty attractive and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't want anything serious and like that if I were to talk to her. But I'm going to go get more bags for her. And I was like, Jessica. She turned around like confused, whatever, and she said,
Jacob, that's not my name.
Yeah, she said, no hablo inglés. I was like,
wait, this is why we're on the lingo. What do you mean?
I'm like, and she said, no hablo inglés. She said something. She said some after that, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't process what she said at first.
Lo siento, señora.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm sorry. And, you know, she's just looking at me with a blank stare. But I was looking at her eyes. They were really pretty. I don't know if they're like contacts in, but they were teal. Like teal blue.
You were lost.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, your eyes are really pretty. I didn't say that, but yeah, but I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, my English is no good. I was like, oh,
English no es bueno.
Yeah, I just want to know if you wanted more bags. And she thought I spoke Spanish, I guess, because I don't know what reason why, but I was like,
wait, what do you mean why? You do. You're on the lingo.
Yeah, but like, I only know so little. I can only read it.
You had a 300-day streak. What do you mean you know so little? What?
I haven't been on Duolingo for a month now, actually. But she was like, she thought I spoke Spanish. I was like, mi español es muy poco. That's what I said. And she's like, muy poco. And she was like, yeah. And told her, I was like, I'm sorry. But I was like, I'm still learning. Then I gave her the bags. She said, thank you. And it was my time to leave because I'm on the first shift. She was on the second shift. Yeah. I didn't even say goodbye. I was like an asshole, but I was like, I can't do nothing. You know,
gave her bags and then just dipped.
Yeah, but I was helping her out. I guess that's some good gesture. Nah, man, I feel bad for whoever sees this shit.
Oh, them?
Yeah, they'll probably be like, these are assholes right here. These guys are losers.
You're not going to get her a bag.